ripped apart at the seams. You're saying they don't want to fight without their Spectre Radiants, but Blitz, why are they?
I think they just thought that was an okay fight because things were split up, but they have to realize Navi is built for these mid-game engagements, and what you just did is gave them 4 track kills in a row. Maybe it was like 2, but still, that's so much gold. Got a hood coming on the side of Seneko now, and most importantly, he's going to have a way to deal with the first Radiant cycle before Envy gets a few levels in the next set of items, and that just allows Navi to continue to get more aggressive. And now Dendi's got a way to deal with you two. He's got the crit coming on him, and they want to make this move onto Eternal Envy at top. They're even going to go for the track.
Dude, EE. There's a shuriken here. He's going to have to try and dagger himself into the trees. The trap to slow Eternal Envy. Dagger ready over the tree line and far away. He doesn't have a TP for 25 seconds. And look at General, ready, waiting. He's already found him. Traces him over these treetops and Eternal Envy.
Oh, he dropped the item.
Drop from General, you sneaky little devil.
Trying to get him to stop, but that was 3,500 gold on the side of Envy, slowing down his Radiant's timing even further, and Navi is just feeling it right now. Everything that they're doing is paying off. This is what you want in a team, just to have that kind of confidence to make these kinds of moves and say, guys, we can gather up, we'll take the fights every single time they come at us. Navi, they've got 3 of the top 4 net worths, and Seneko is really high up there with a full pipe almost completed on him to go along with the mech that he has. Going to be incredibly strong against that first Spectre Radiant cycle like we talked about. Like before he gets this item, it might have been what Secret needed to push them over the edge, but now they've got a way to deal with it.
I mean, to say Navi are riding that morale high, I think is an understatement here. I was talking to the team member on Twitter guy as we came back for game 3, and he said they are pumped. You know, they're fist pumping, they're screaming, they're shouting, they're all ready for this, and it's showing in game 3 here. 8-18, 24 minutes in. Secret still do have a relatively good mid to late game lineup between the OD Spectre. They've got ways to sustain.
It's this difference right now, though. 15k in net worth, 12,000 in XP. It is going to be hard for them to go high ground safely, but they could just wait for the next Roshan and start to take down tier 3s. But Navi, what's scary about playing them and what has always been scary about playing them is they're such an emotional team that you know when they're riding this kind of high, they're going to just play such good Dota.
With a BKB on Ditira, this guy is close to untouchable. The OD not going to be able to do too much against that, and a Crystallis for Dendi. Forget BKB, forget defensive items. He just wants raw damage output.
And that might actually be Secret's way back into the game. If Dendi doesn't decide to go for at least one defensive item, then maybe they can isolate him out, get rid of his prodigious net worth, and then you can even up the game a little bit. But I think another fight, and then Secret, maybe it's a little bit too much as the track starts to add up. As you see Seneko, he's barely below the Spectre in net worth.
Insane. Israel's got gloves of haste here, and you know, a Midas maybe drags out the game and allows you to build up into bigger and better things.
Oh, they're hunting for E. In general, he's found him.
Oh, flame break, got ya! Eternal Envy, no TP this time.
He's gonna wait for Seneko, get in track range, and Dendi's just gonna clean finish him.
Listen to that crowd. Absolutely gorgeous stuff here from Navi. Clean, crisp execution. Team Secret, they've got no answer for it so far. I mean, you just look at that one kill. 1,097 gold goes the way of Navi. As easy as that. You know, Daedalus, is that done?
They just don't really have the best space creators past the laning phase. Like the Earth Spirit, he's doing a lot in these fights, but Seneko's mech and the pipe is gonna kind of make him a little bit worthless in these fights. And I really like this timing that Navi are gonna hit even before the Aegis. They know that the Spectre's still kind of fighting for that Radiance, and that's even more important for Secret than anything.
And take a look at the courier. Dendi did not go for the big damage item finish. He got the crit, and now he has the BKB to try and end the game. I think Ditira nightmare up by his body, and Misery turned around on. Gonna heal himself up, but the ulti's popped. No more damage comes through as Weeha is out of mana completely. So Dendi with that BKB and the blink, this might be the opportunity. They just jump in onto multiple heroes. No, Aghanim Scepter is being built by General.
I think you just back and wait for the next Roshans, which has just managed to come up. You don't want to do anything too overeager. And this is a smart move by them. Just be a little bit calm. They might have overextended a little bit there, and luckily they didn't lose it Yara. And just looks like they're going to have to run into the Eternal Envy Radiance, but again, I think Navi's pretty comfortable with that because of the 2 BKBs that they have and the pipe for the supports. And they're even going to go for this gank at top. Don't think that Secret are ready for this. Pilot Die's going to make his way over there, but this might be just too quick.
General, full staff, he's got it available. The track comes through with a heal. The 10 Lemmy stick charge in the hand of God. The turnaround, Pilot Die with the ultimate. Nato dropping low. And then it's Bounty Hunter.
Oh, they don't have to damage for it.
His life, you're right, but it did buy time for Roshan to get taken out super smoothly by the rest of Navi.
I think that was a little bit too optimistic, especially with Highlight Die being instantly there, but I mean, it would have been a sick move if it had worked. That would have delayed Eternal Envy's Radiance, but instead it kind of just feeds it to him as he's handed a hero on a platter as Navi. They're just going to wait for Seneko to come back up and start the slow siege.
Butterfly isn't far off, about 1800 gold until he's finished that one up. And now we're looking for Artstyle, you know, kind of an unsung hero so far this game. 8-3, 3-1 and 5. Not the same kind of Enchantress performance we saw, you know, in the previous games where he gets his Dragonlance, his Ags, and he pumps out this damage. It's just steady, consistent disable, and knowing which targets to prioritize. And who do you think Artstyle will be aiming for and gunning for in these team fights?
Probably just try to get rid of any of the side heroes. Even sleeping the Abaddon does quite a lot for you if you can force him to pop his ultimate earlier than he wants. Going for the Earth Spirit too. For me, it's more just who General decides to go on. If he can get a clean initiation off onto the OD or the Spectre, that'd be ideal for him. And he's gonna look for it again as he pops the Firefly, hoping to find anybody out of position, and Puppey is on the low ground. Doesn't look like he's willing to commit for that one. Probably just doesn't see him. And Eternal Envy's gonna make his way top. Misery's gonna be the target here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you're never gonna pull him out there.
That's not happening. I mean, General even sort of stood around considering, should I really go for this? Should I try it? He went for it anyway. Put the fear into that Abaddon. Well, for now, up on the high ground, Secret are held. Eternal Envy's Radiance. This will allow him to maybe buy some time for the rest of his team. Farm up these side lanes, split push away, gain and gather both gold and experience.
Problem is, he needs another hero to be able to do this. Like, the Radiance on the Spectre is sick, but you do need a different damage source other than just the Radiant Spectre. If that's all you're relying on, and his ulti doesn't immediately get one hero down on the deck, then Secret is in a really bad position. So Wee's desperately trying to farm out that BKB. Probably doesn't even save for buyback in this case, but it's like they kind of know what's going on as they scouted out the jungle. They don't see anybody on the map. Wee's just hiding there. Now they're drawing a line up.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Seneko's actually going to find Weehaw.
Hello, Weehaw. What are you up to? Tries to TP out and they've got no stuns. The Shuriken not going to get the damage. Dendi, more than enough to clean up. I mean, Eternal Envy got a little bit fortunate with the path he took up to the north on top lane. But Navi knew exactly where Weehaw was standing.
Seneko, that was such a great play by him. Just, he knows that nobody's in that jungle area, and he has to think to himself, okay, Wee's probably not just going to wait inside. This is a decent attempt by me. Let's go for it. In general, he's looking for any sort of initiation that he can get. Sans Misery.
Well, Seneko burnt down to 30 HP and a blink forward. They've got Puppey, the 10 is caught, but is popped back out by Misery. The Digirab, BKB Gyro will run ramp up on the high ground, and Artstyle is trying to hold his own. But for now, Navi, they've breached. This ramp is theirs, the tier 3, ripe for the taking. And Secret, what's their way of clearing through this? They've got limited wave clear. But now it's Earth Spirit throwing out boulders and rocks, silencing and stopping Navi from taking too much.
Yeah, and he's going to lead the charge forward with the OD up. He's going to feel a little bit more confident, but for Secret right now, the name of the game is delay, delay, delay. You never want to get caught into a position where you fight 4v5 anymore in this game. And in some ways, that just kind of screws them further because they're going to get behind in gold because they have to stick together. Navi's going to farm out the map during this time. And Spectre is not nearly as scary as she once was for Navi. They've got tons of different ways to deal with her. Difference in net worth alone probably means that they have one fight that they can kind of botch and they'd still be okay. 20k gold and XP is a huge hill to climb.
Absolutely massive. And the Artstyle even has a Glimmer Cape to try and save anyone that gets in too much trouble.
Yeah, they're just waiting on the BKB for Dendi, I think.
5 seconds until that's up, and General Where's your target? Who's the go? Weedheart astros him up before he gets to jump, so the damage will cancel out the blink of the good timing there.
They're gonna get the first.
They've